everybody, hostess Colette here, back with you with another episode of Trauma Center 2 Under the Knife for Trauma Center Under the Knife 2. I don't care how you say it, but oh well. This is brought to you by MuchGames.ca. Anyway, let's see what this rough night is about, and of course, like I said, this gold bar means that it's an operation. So, let's see what holds in store for us, shall we? Few days later.
Derek.
Now, anyway, yes, as you can tell from the last episode, Derek lost all hope, so he's gone back to Hope Hospital. Cute name for it, I suppose. I don't know. It seems like your performance has been improving lately, Derek. Although you're still being babysat by Nurse Fulton.
What?
Well, I'm not relying on her that much. Technically, no, but what about psychologically? Don't tell me you're starting in on me too, Dr. Myers. Remember, Derek? She is married. Anyway, let's get down to business. Derek, you're going to be the doctor on duty tonight. What? But tonight is... That's right, tonight this hospital is responsible for all emergency patients. But... no excuses! You need to get focused on being a doctor. And besides, you don't need any extra time to get lost in thoughts. That'll only be trouble. Just do what you can tonight to save the people in front of you. Yes, sir. Relax, Derek. There's no reason to be uptight. Your guardian angel will be here with you after all. Now you're just making fun of me.
Yeah.
Focus on being a doctor. It's good voice, but... yeah, good advice. Can I really do that? What if multiple critical patients are brought in and I have to decide who to treat first? What if their wounds are too difficult to treat without that healing touch? Can I really focus under that kind of pressure? Or... see, he gets lost in thoughts so easily. Oh boy, a siren, and it's getting closer. Wait, there's more than one.
Derek!
Derek, we have some badly injured patients on the way in. Get ready immediately. Understood. There was a terrible accident on the overpass. All of the patients in critical condition are going to be transported here. What? What did you expect? As Dr. Castle said, tonight's our night to handle all emergency patients. Now listen up, you're a doctor, so start acting like one. Right, I'll go get changed. Yes, get changed. Probably have to perform several operations in a row. Oh boy. That we will. We don't have much time to spare, so please hurry. Okay, I'm starting to understand why it's called a rough night for this episode. Get with the program, Derek. If there is ever a time to focus on being a doctor, it's now. And look, we got 8 minutes to complete surgeries. Okay. First one we're going to do is fracture lower left rib cage and damage to the spleen. Bone reformation and treatment and damaged spleen are necessary. Okay, so I guess that this is like the very first, like one of the previous episodes that we did, like the operations. So let's see what's going to happen now. There's high possibility that the bone fragments are scattered inside the thoracic cavity. We have 2 objectives for this operation. Collect the bone fragments and reform fractured bones. Treat the spleens hemorrhaging, too. More patients may be carried in as we proceed. But don't think about that. Just stay focused on the person in front of you. Well, if you didn't want him to focus on that, then why did you mention it to him? Try not to worry. You can do this, Derek. I hope so, Miss Fulton.
We'll begin the procedure.
By the picture of it, it looks like that we have did something similar. But we only got 8 minutes to do the operation.
Do your best.
Oh, goody. Vital warnings first? What, did he always come down with the vital? I guess that's why the critical care patients, eh?
That went well.
Yes, it went well, of course. let's see what's up.
Derek!
Does she even change her clothes? Like, she's wearing the same thing. I don't think any of the characters here changes the clothes.
Use the forceps.
Yes, we use the forceps for these. And of course... There. Come on.
We
One,
need to hurry.
two... Yes, I know, vital warning. I know. Doctor's work is never done, is it? No. Okay, take this last one out. And of course, you may want to, Of course, it won't let me do two at once. Oh no, I have to do one little cut at a time. Oh boy.
Okay, let's continue.
Gee, jigsaw puzzle time. Okay.
Derek!
Of course, try this again. After all the stitching I did, of course. Anyway.
Okay, let's continue.
Forgot. Let's see.
Use the antibiotic gel.
And of course, as you notice, as we use the antibiotic gel, the patient's vitals goes up.
Here are the sutures.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue.
Nice work, Derek, but there's no time to relax. The next patient is waiting for us.
Derek!
Wow, must be some accident.
That went well.
Of course it went well. I'm a doctor. Then again, he just depends on the healing touch, of course, but...
Derek?
Lovely. Keep an eye on the patient's health. Okay. Of course.
Use the scalpel. Use the drain.
Forceps. Come on, forceps. There you go. Man, they don't give you enough time to drain, do they? Well. All right. Gee whiz. Can't let me suture him up for a second? Here, I'll give you another shot. Look. Now, here we go.
Derek!
Okay. Okay, the treatment seems to be going well, but his vitals won't stabilize. There must be some other wounds. Let's use the magnification tool. Oh, lovely. Let's do it, shall we? Drain.
Use the drain.
There. Oh, come on. This is a big pain in the butt, you know that? Okay.
Uses the antibiotic gel.
Now, let's do this.
Uses the magnification tool. Uses the ultrasound.
Post stabilized. This concludes the procedure. Yeah. Gonna close up.
Here are the sutures.
That's careless of me. I don't care. I'm saving patients' lives. Second patient complete. Well done, Derek. Let's move on to the third patient.
Derek?
Now this one, gonna be a bit tricky, okay? Of course, see what this one holds off. Ligaments we got to push up, but we have to be very careful. Well, first, I want to take this thing out.
Please try to be careful.
Okay. Jeez, what did he do?
I knew you could do it. Here are the sutures. Use the forceps.
That. Let's use the forceps for these, eh? Gotta go in the direction. That's what I thought I was doing.
Here are the sutures. Okay, let's continue.
Continue. Get another drop of vitals. Okay. Do this again. This could be tricky.
Do your best.
And do it again.
We don't have much time. Hurry! That went well.
Now let's close this patient up. There you go.
No.
Thank you, Miss Fulton. I couldn't have done it without you. Of course. Well, what's wrong?
Good work.
No, nothing. You must be tired. I want you to get some rest, Dr. Stiles.
Yes.
Yes, right away. Of course. 3 operations in under 8 minutes. Whew, that was a rough night, of course. But of course, in real life, no way there would be an operation that's like 8 minutes or 5 minutes or anything like that. Gotta be pretty speed. Pretty quick. Look at this. Specialist. Oh well, I don't care. Next morning. Man, it was a war zone in here last night. But somehow I survived.
Derek.
Great work, Derek. You look like you had a tough night. Good morning, Dr. Castle, and yes, it got pretty hectic in here. That's what I read in the reports. But you got through it, huh?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Alright then, you're done for today. You better get some rest or it'll be even harder coming in tomorrow. Yes, sir. Really didn't have any time to hesitate yesterday, and I was able to concentrate on the patients better, too.
No.
But when I'm alone like this, I still keep thinking about it. You know what? I think he's suffering from anxiety disorder. Caduceus, guilt, and especially my healing touch. I wonder how everyone back at Caduceus is doing. And this is in Caduceus, USA. I'm sorry, Chief Castle. I'll be more careful next time. It's not like you at all to fumble with equipment like that. I don't think it's necessary to remind you, but if you're having personal problems, you...
Understood.
It won't happen again, sir. I'm counting on you, Angie, but maybe you're working a little too hard. I can recommend a nice place to spend some time off. Thanks for the offer, but I plan to go see my father. Professor Blackwell, huh? We can't thank you and your family enough, Angie. Victor says that he may have a breakthrough on his guilt research soon, too. But don't push yourself too hard. I'm concerned about your health.
Hey!
Dr. Chase, are you feeling okay? I hope this depression thing isn't contagious. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just can't seem to find any energy anymore. Oh, come on, you just need to get some exercise or something. If you keep acting like this, you won't be setting a good example for Dr. Toba.
Oh, yeah?
Adele, huh? I don't think that guy even needs examples anymore. Speaking of Adele, is it just me or has he been brooding over something lately? He's been studying like mad for some reason. And if I'm dealing with a studying monster, I guess I don't really need to be a demon. Oh, jeez. You're just slacking off because Director Hoffman is out of the country right now. I'm not the only one. You see Angie today? I haven't seen her around all morning. I think she took the day off. Sounds like she's been down in the dumps lately too. I hope she gets herself back to normal soon. Yes, good old nagging Angie, eh? There you go. Not much on my bee, but oh well, better than nothing. We got a visitor. Let's start with this little episode, shall we? Might as well. What a nice day. Oh well, there's still work to be done. Excuse me, can I ask you something? Oh, how may I help you? Aren't you Angie Thompson?
Huh?
What? Oh, Miss Fulton! Then you must be here about Dr. Stiles, right? Just have a seat and I'll fetch... No, I mean, please wait. There's not why I came. I just wanted to know if he was doing okay. Oh, is that all? There will always be times when men and women don't get along, my dear. But when you get to be my age, you start to realize just how silly it is to beat around the bush. If you want to know how Dr. Stiles is doing, why don't you ask him yourself? What? So, have there been any big changes back at Caduceus? No, not really. How have you been? I guess things are doing okay. Come on, you two, we're acting like you just met. Don't you have anything real to say? Yeah, quit talking in circles.
No.
Easier said than done. Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Well, Greg and I are your mentors, you know. And since I'm apparently your guardian angel, I should be here too, right? What the? You guys are treating me like a little kid.
You're such a handful.
Well, you need our help, right? Doesn't that make you just like a little kid? You can't even carry on a conversation with a young lady on your own. All typical male sucks. Big sucks, I tell you, big sucks. I don't think that's the problem here. How are we supposed to have a normal conversation when you two perched over us? Oh, well, if we're in the way, then why don't you see her by yourself tomorrow? You have the day off, don't you? Yeah, but... And you have off tomorrow, too, right, Miss Thompson?
Yes.
I do, actually. How did you... Oh, but tomorrow, I'm going to see my father. Is that so? Well, then. That gives me an idea. Derek, I want you to go see Professor Blackwell with Angie. What? Dr. Castle? Sydney keeps us updated with news from Caduceus. Okay. In fact, we just got word about the biohazard at Elysium. Turns out the guilt outbreak there was done intentionally. Wow. And since Professor Blackwell was once part of Delphi, maybe he knows something that would give us insight into the attack. Wait a second, Dr. Castle, all of that may be true, but it's Angie's day off. She shouldn't have to. No, it's alright, Doctor. I was planning on talking to my father about it anyway. What? Dr. Nigel and the others are working overtime to analyze the samples we obtained. If they're going to sacrifice their time for the sake of research, then as a member of Caduceus, I want to do everything I can too. That's why I wanted to take this opportunity to visit my father. I'd like to see if he knows anything. Well, if that's the case, wouldn't it be best if someone familiar with the situation accompanied you? It'd be a good idea, right?
Understood.
Yes. Then it's decided. But... well, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Just because you work here doesn't mean you're no longer a member of Caduceus. So shouldn't you be doing everything you can? Yes, ma'am. And it may be a good time to start reconsidering your duties at Caduceus anyway. You've had a lot of time to pull yourself together here. It isn't too much to ask, right? That's true. Well, Angie, would it be alright if I went with you tomorrow? Of course, I'd be glad to have you along. This dialogue is so long. Alright, there's a step in the right direction. Boy, those two can be a handful. That must be her favorite scene. You're such a handful.
Angie.
I see you brought Derek along for the ride, Angie. Dr. Blackwell. Angie's father, an immunology researcher with a wealth of knowledge on guilt. He's forced to cooperate with Delphi's guilt researchers in return for his daughter's freedom. It's been a while. Yeah, it's the way we don't have time to come see you more often. Oh, look how handsome he looks. My dear. That's alright. I understand how little doctors have to themselves.
Father.
How have you been? I brought the data Caduceus asked me to show you. Are those the results of the additional test I ordered? How is your progress doing on that research anyway, Professor? You haven't already heard?
Excuse me.
I've kept my distance from guilt research lately. Really? Well, a doctor with your aptitude couldn't have picked the worst time to do that. Huh? What have you found out?
Indeed.
Something terrible. Someone is trying to revive the ideas of Delphi. Perhaps trying isn't the right word. They've already succeeded. What? Then Delphi is back in operation again? Are you talking about what happened at Elysium? I verified this with Caduceus, and there's no evidence that would suggest otherwise. Elysium's guilt outbreak? That was no accident. It was the return of medical terrorism. We've performed numerous tests on this tissue, extracted from that boy they called Sinner. And our conclusion is that his strain of guilt certainly didn't come from a natural mutation.
No.
Medical terrorism, not again. I told the authorities everything I knew about Delphi, and the UN successfully incapacitated them. But were there still some loose ends they didn't get tied up? One of them being the whereabouts of the number of guilt researchers.
Huh?
There was others besides you? Well, the leader, Adam, was of course one of them, and there was others referring to one by their code names. Vampire, Cocalis, Torpor, and Kuko, or I don't know, what were names? Seriously? Who comes up with these? To our knowledge, they were all apprehended, except one, the Zoom Wall. So, one of them escaped. Yes, and knowing that he has caused me quite a dilemma, should I continue with my research or seek out the shadows of Delphi? Ugh, what is this? Father! Professor Blackwell, are you alright? Don't tell me it's... what's going on? Professor Blackwell collapsed! Maybe post-guilt syndrome. Please get him to the medical...
Dr. Stiles!
Wait, Doctor, my father has a research lab in the building. It's better equipped in the medical ward, so we should run the test on him there. I see. Then please take the professor there immediately. Okay. Father! Jumpins! Anyway, I think I'll probably stop that right here, right now. And, since it's late, like 27, almost 28 minutes into the game, so, or video. Anyway, this is Colette. Signing off. Peace out, guys.